My video for June the 11th, 2018 is entitled Jeff Tadlock's Stairway to Reason. My longtime friend, Judy, introduced me to Jeff a day or two ago. I hope to actually have a conversation with him and possibly record some videos together in the future. I really resonate with his messages, and I have watched and listened to several yesterday for at least 3 to 4 hours. He talks about how humanity has been scammed and the fraud that has been happening on this planet for a long time, including the lies about an imaginary being known to us as God. I began watching his Evil God Trilogy and went on to watch many more. He is another truther in a world of lies. Not only that, he is a musician and songwriter, obviously a man of many talents. Yes, the evil God of the Bible is a killer and proponent of many other crimes against humanity, including child abuse and sacrifice. Of course, this is not something those of us who have been brainwashed all our lives want to hear or consider. Yet the evidence from the Bible itself is clear. It's a hard pill to swallow for those of us raised as Christians, as he and I were. Once we finally see through the mind control scam, we are left with an opportunity to finally come to grips with the sad realities of human existence and the impostor God. Yes, my goodness. I'm so happy that my friend Judy sent me this because I was really feeling in the doldrums. Not that I feel like I'm on top of any mountaintop at this point in time, but to find another person who has gone through some of the same challenges of trying to reconcile beliefs that don't make sense as Jeff has. Finding someone like him is just an uplifting thing for me. Because unless we know the truth about the lies we've been told all of our lives, we'll never be able to get out of this conundrum of recycling ourselves over and over and over again and continually forgetting the past, that is, having ourselves wiped clean and we don't remember the lessons we've learned. That forgetting the past is a control mechanism because it's not it breaks the continuity of life itself. Now, I do believe that life has a continuity, but it's been programmed to not have that continuity. Now, I know there's past life regressions and all sorts of things like that. And some of that, when I've experienced them myself personally, have seemed to have some relevance because I've seen myself in the past, supposedly, as a priest sacrificing children and presiding over those rituals in other cultures. And I've had some dream recollections of things that don't seem to be relevant to my current lifetime. So I do believe that there is a continuity. I do believe we're part of the actual creation and probably part of the actual creator. We are the playwright and the actors, and we play all the roles. We get to play all the roles. And what results is a human life devoid of truth. I was going to say meaning, but people that don't have truth can still come up with something that seems meaningful, even if it's a lie. And we have created numerous religions and aspects of religions and political parties and monetary systems and all sorts of things on this planet that we can see. I mean, there it is. It's the human experience. It's what life on this planet is all about. But it's a lie. It's a deception, a gross deception. And we've all succumbed. At some level, we've all succumbed. Some have become absolute malevolent criminals. And these are those that steal from all of us by creating a false monetary system based on nothing of value. Paper. It's just paper with numbers on it that is multiplied again and again and again so that the liars, the scammers, can get away with the child sacrifice, with the murder, with the creation of wars, with the theft of our homes, with all sorts of criminal activity. Because folks, if you haven't noticed, the people that seem to have the most wealth are the worst criminals. You don't need to think further than the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and the Clintons and the Bushes and others of that ilk. You don't need to look very far. We've been lied to, folks, all of our lives, and even the religions. I was a Bible reader from early childhood. How did I even think that there was a justification for a God that commanded to let not your eye pity, don't spare mother or suckling child? They were to take pregnant women and cut the babies right out of their womb. And of course, that kills both the mother and the baby. And all sorts of horrendous things have been experienced on this planet by humans or demons, or a mixture of both. Perhaps it is a mixture of both. Perhaps we all have a demonic aspect to ourselves that enables us to even believe the lie. Because once you see it, you're abhorred. You're absolutely flabbergasted by the horrendous reality and the obvious reality that the God of the Bible is not a good God. He's a tyrant. Now, of course, there's good stuff woven through it, but it's a tremendous dichotomy that leads us to the realization that this polarity, this polarization that divides us is not something that heals us and brings us into a state of mind that we can be at peace. We have to resolve these issues. We have to come back to reason, and especially to facing the sad truth of human existence, the sad truth of human history, the sad truth of demonic control that has permeated every aspect of our lives for generations going back millennia. I look forward to meeting Jeff through the internet, maybe someday in person, who knows. But there are many of us that are trying to get the message out. Thank you for listening, and